Greetings and salutation. Today is a great day to manifest change in your life. I'm Coach Carla Renee, and I want to welcome you today to our daily affirmation. This is after birthday shenanigans. Let me just tell you about this one. This you've hit a birthday. It's not necessarily a milestone, but it's just past a milestone, and you're looking at what's going on around you, and you're thinking like, I should be doing more. I should have more. There should be more to it. And then you realize today's affirmation. I only need to measure up to me. I only need to measure up to me. I only need to measure up to me. Maybe I'm the only one, that have these after birthday shenanigans, but I woke up and I was just like, yes, I'm in great momentum. I'm doing great. I loved all the well wishes and happy birthdays and things. And I'm going through the list to thank everyone. And then this back here, this is where all the crazy harbor. So if you see me pointing to the back, that's what the crazy is. And it started coming forward and I could feel it. And it's just like, you could be so much further. You could be doing so much more. What are you waiting for? Why do you procrastinate? Why do you delay? Why do you do this? Why? And it's not anyone else. It's me. It's me. That back there, that part back there, that crazy is me. Because I would think that I should be further along. I should be doing more. I should be doing something different. I should have more. But I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Society will have you thinking everything has to happen just like that. That only happens in the movies. And that is called editing. I would love to edit my life, cut out the bad parts, and just spice the good parts together and jump to the future. But when you cut out stuff, you shorten it so that you pull in. Now you got a shorter version, and you don't know what's going to happen later down the line because you want to pull and skip all of this. Guess what's in all of this that you just cut out? The learning, the experience, the things that really matter, the aha. That's why that didn't work. Ah, that's why that worked. All of that, you when you try to skip that part, you miss all of that. I don't want to skip that part. I need that part. And so measuring who I am today to who I was yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, that's my measuring. Because 4 days ago, I was just like, I got to make sure I get up and do the thing. Now it's just automatic because this is what I'm doing. And it's not just, oh, it's just something and, with something to take off and I'm not. No, I want to do this forever. I want to do this forever. Providing with a daily affirmation, just going through and just reminding everyone to be their best self and to just love their life. No matter how crazy and psychotic it has been, you still have a life. And as long as you are breathing, you have the opportunity to change and make it be what you want it to be. Not what someone else dictates it should be, but what you want it to be. Okay? That's the realest real. Is it really real? Is it really real? Yes. Yes, it is. Not love this song, by the way. It is real. But you have to make it real. You have to make it what it is. You have to decide that you're going to do what you need to do. That's it. Point blank in a story. And when you make that decision, things change. When you make that decision, things change. Because now that you've got it in your head, your body wants to get an emotion. Your body wants to start doing it. You can do two things. You can listen to your body and do what you need to do, or you cannot. And then this time again next year, you're going to be singing that same sad song, saying, "Oh, I don't know. Last year, I don't make resolutions. Don't, because you're going to resolve to do something, and it's not going to happen. You're going to, try to set goals. I'm not making resolutions. I'm setting goals. How did that work last year? How did that work the year before? Make steps. Take action. That's what you do. Set one at a time. Do it and go. Set one. Do it. One. Do it. One. And that will move you further along than trying to make these grand resolutions and grand goals that you forgot how the goal went because you didn't write it down and put it anywhere. Behind me is my board, and I got my little screws hanging up. We'll have a board the whole width of this wall so that I can keep that information in front of me, because that is important to me at this point in my life. That is important to me. Birthday shenanigans is real to me because I knew it was coming. I could feel it. I could feel it. Why? Because when I looked in the mirror, I saw the mark, and I was like, "There's that stitch area where I had an issue with domestic violence." And when I looked in the mirror, I was not looking for it. That's the thing. I was not looking for it, but it just, as soon as my eyes hit my mirror, that's the first thing I saw, because that's what it wanted to do. And I just looked at it and I stared at it, and I was just like, that was an experience. One I do not wish to be itchy now. One that I do not wish to repeat. But that was an experience, and it was a lesson. And not only was it a lesson, it was a message that I pass on to other young women, that you don't have to stay. Love doesn't hurt like that. Love shouldn't hurt. Period. I mean, it should grow. Like, growth is uncomfortable. Let's just be clear. Growth is uncomfortable, but it is necessary, and you have to grow in order to be who you have desired to be, who you said you're going to be, and go where you need to go. You have to have that growth. When I saw this, I was just like, oh, I gotta measure myself. But when I looked back at the measurement, I was just like, ooh, I've gotten taller. Not really in my height stature, but in my mindset. My mindset has grown. I have, my leaps and bounds, made so many changes. By leaps and bounds. I can think back to when anything would just derail me. Oh, the paper didn't come out right. Oh, she said she didn't like my outfit. Oh, only got $5 and it cost $7. Oh, and I would be done. It would be over. I'm like, now she don't like my outfit. Well, dress me, honey. What you think I should be wearing? You a stylist? Holla at your girl. Only got $5 and it cost $7. Well, guess who about to hustle up $2 more? Okay. Oh, the paper didn't come out right. Guess what? Flip that around. Let's do it the right way. Those things that used to derail you should not still be derailing you. And if they are, you have not overcome, healed from them, moved past them, any of that. And you need to do that. Let's be clear. You need to do that. I only need to measure up to me. And measuring up to me, whoo, baby, that's a tall order. I know what my future can hold. if I stay on my current trajectory. I also know what my future can hold if I get off this path and take another. And I also know that my future can just be a cloud of formless nothingness if I just stop. I choose to continue on the path. If I have to detour and make a change, my mind is prepared for that. Because before I didn't want to. No, I have to do this. Well, this didn't work. And you're like, maybe I should do that. But now I go in with an understanding of I'm not going to have tunnel vision. Like I'm just going to look, I'm going to increase my peripheral. Because if I'm going this way and I have tunnel vision, I can't see that an opportunity came from over here that was coming from over here that would benefit me as I'm going this way. Because I can't see anything out of my peripheral. But when I open up and I'm able to see and through my peripheral, I'm able to say, oh, wait a minute, is that an opportunity to speak? And I can go there and give my message. And though it's not something I would have thought of, but it's needed. Let me go do that. And so now I go through this. Now I can bring that experience back, benefits me. Oh, wait, is that an opportunity? Now, are there other opportunities all over here? Yes, they are. Are they trying to buy for my time? Some of them. Do I need to respond to every one of them? No. Just the ones that are going to get me to where I need to be. So that when I measure myself tomorrow, I should be a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, a little bit more fuller, more fleshed out. That's what I should be. But when I measure me against someone else, it's never going to work. It is not going to work. And the reason why is because I haven't walked in their shoes. I don't know what it took for them to get to that point. I'm just seeing the end result. Because a lot of people just see the end result. They don't see the struggle. They don't think that these people put in years and years and years into their craft to do what they need to do until, bam, they have that moment, because then they have to think, oh, it's an overnight sensation. Oh, no, I don't know what overnight you meant unless it was like we was in Alaska and it was 6 months of nights. And that's what you consider an overnight. But no, overnight you're not an overnight sensation. You still put in a lot of work to get to that point, and you made a smart decision to be where your success seemed like it was an overnight, but they're not looking at all that work that had to go in. So when I get to that point, it was like, oh my God, you just showed up overnight. And I would just laugh like, oh, honey, uh, I did show up overnight, but not last night. Okay. The overnight that I showed up was when my first moment of saying that this is where I'm going. And I stayed up sleepless nights, sleeping with books in my bed, waking up studying, waking up reading, grabbing information, making sure what I'm saying is legit. Prayer upon prayer upon prayer. Yes, I only need to measure up to me. And that's amazing. That's cool. That's what it is. And I'm going to ask you to measure up only to yourself. Okay? Measure up only to yourself. Don't measure up against anyone else. Just do you. And once you start seeing your growth, you will feel that it is necessary for you to continue. Or, maybe that's as far as you want to grow. The decision is yours. How about that? I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm Coach Carla Renee. And if you believe it and receive it, you will achieve.